Well, John, he has come here to Pennsylvania, much to the delight of his supporters, but to the birthplace of Joe Biden, to give a speech about his rival on the very day that Joe Biden is himself due to accept the nomination to go up against President Trump at the election in November. But there is fresh controversy surrounding the president after the news today that Steve Bannon, remember his former chief strategist, has been arrested on charges that he and 3 others used an online crowdfunding platform that was advertised as raising money to help build the president's wall on the border with Mexico to, in fact, partly fraudulently enrich themselves. Now, in a statement, New York prosecutors said that Bannon and the others had claimed that they would receive no compensation as part of their We Build the Wall campaign, but that in fact Bannon, the prosecutors said, had received more than $1 million. Well, Donald Trump was asked about this scandal today. Let's hear what he had to say.
I haven't been dealing with him for a long period of time, as most of the people in this room know. I know nothing about the project other than I didn't like, when I read about it, I didn't like it. I said, this is for government, this isn't for private people. And it sounded to me like showboating, and I think I let my opinion be very strongly stated at the time. I didn't like it. It was showboating and maybe looking for funds.
Well, certainly there is nothing but adoration for the president, as you can see all around me here in Pennsylvania, despite what can only be described as an unprecedented attack against him by the former president, Barack Obama, last night.
Donald Trump hasn't grown into the job because he can't. And the consequences of that failure are severe.
It was no accident that Barack Obama chose Philadelphia, the birthplace of American democracy, to break with presidential protocol and unleash a scathing attack on his successor.
I did hope, for the sake of our country, that Donald Trump might show some interest in taking the job seriously. For close to 4 years now, he has shown no interest in putting in the work. No interest in finding common ground. No interest in using the awesome power of his office to help anyone but himself and his friends. This administration has shown it will tear our democracy down if that's what it takes for them to win.
It was a dark message for dark times, and a rallying cry to voters, especially in battleground states like Pennsylvania, that it was up to them to save American democracy. Donald Trump narrowly took the state in 2016. Now Joe Biden, born and raised here in the city of Scranton, is hoping to take it back, but it's by no means a given.
It started off with a little social media ad, you know, free Trump sites. I had a box or 2. They went fast, and I just had to get more, and it just kept going and going.
Dave Mitchko had been a Democrat all his life, but when Donald Trump came along 4 years ago, he flipped. Now he flies the flag and has given away thousands to others.
I've had priests come, I have police officers come, prison wardens come, state police people come.
A groundswell, he believes, that's even stronger than 2016.
Probably never in my lifetime would I vote Democrat again because they went so far left.
But you voted for Obama twice.
Twice, yes I did.
Whose vice president was Joe Biden.
Yes.
Not known as a sort of radical lefty.
But the party wasn't that far left as it is now.
But could he not bring it back if that's your view?
I don't think he can do it in my lifetime. I think it's just too far gone.
It's precisely disillusioned white working class voters like Dave, and now his daughter too, that swung this state for Trump in 2016. And even though the polls are currently in Biden's favor, he's up 6 points in Pennsylvania, just small shifts to Trump could make all the difference.
I feel like they talk, and then when they get in...
Which is why Biden needs to win over voters like Kathy, a local hospital worker, who also switched to Trump 4 years ago, but says she'd never go back.
But definitely not Trump. I don't want him back in again because I'm disgusted with him right now. And with this COVID thing and all that and the riots, I don't think he cares, really, to be honest with you.
Do you feel let down by President Trump?
Yeah, I do. If anybody I am going to vote for, probably go towards Biden.
Hardly convincing.
Yeah.
And the danger is even die-hard Democrats like Roy and Amy seem more motivated by their hatred of Trump than they are by their enthusiasm for Biden.
If it was between Trump and SpongeBob SquarePants, I would vote for SpongeBob SquarePants. I would not vote for Trump.
And why is that?
Why?
I think, my opinion,
I think he's nuts.
SpongeBob has more brains than he does.
Greetings, America. I accept your nomination.
That's why in the historic moment of her acceptance speech, Kamala Harris too implored voters to seize the moment.
So we're at an inflection point. The constant chaos leaves us adrift. The incompetence makes us feel afraid. We can do better and deserve so much more. We must elect Joe Biden.
But people like Dave are so determined for voters to do the opposite that he's even etched a sign into the grass in his back garden. What gave you the idea to do this?
The airport. Maybe somebody looking out their passenger window during landing will see my beautiful Trump sign here.
And might, because of this, be persuaded to vote for him.
You never know. They might say, that guy's nuts, we gotta vote for Trump.
It happened before, but the Democrats didn't see it coming. Now their clear message, we can't let it happen again.